Hello, my name is Emike Oyemade, and I'm super excited to bring you my devotion for this week. My devotion is taken from the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 3. It says, "Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and I will bless thee, for unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto your father Abraham." Now, this is God speaking unto Isaac. Now, if you want to have an understanding of this conversation, it will be good that you start from verse 1 of that chapter. He said there was famine in a land. This is Isaac in a place that is not so good for him. There was famine. Now, there wasn't just only famine. If you read down, you will find out that even his own life was at threat because of his wife. There was a possibility that his beautiful wife could be taken from him and he could be killed. Yet, God said to him, stay in this land. If you read down to verse 6, you'll find out that the Bible says, and Isaac dwelt in Gerar. And Isaac dwelled in the place that didn't seem comfortable. And Isaac dwelled in the place where he wouldn't naturally have remained. Have you ever, has God ever spoken to you about a vision, giving you an instruction, told you to start a business, led you into a marital relationship, and here you are, you're feeling God abandon me halfway because it looks like all around you nothing is working out, yet at the beginning you felt it was God? My friend, if God has led you into the situation where you are now, be rest assured, it may seem like He's silent, but He is going to bring you into a safe landing. Most of the time, as believers, we think or expect that because God has said something, because God has given us an instruction, we'll believe that everything will be perfect. That's not true. When God gives you an instruction, it does not mean that you're not going to face trials, you're not going to face temptation. The devil is in fact going to come to see if you will hold on to what God has said that He will bring to pass. So my friend, if God has said something and you're facing opposition, that is not a sign that that is not God. In fact, sometimes that may just be the right sign that God is with you. Look at the case of Isaac that we just read. This was a famine. There was famine in this land. It was being jealous of because of his wife. That made it stand the possibility of being killed and his wife being taken. Yet there was famine in this land. And God said to him, stay in that land. My friend, sometimes when you are going through a hard time in marriage, it's not a time to walk away. It's not a time to take the exit door. Unfortunately, we live in a generation where when things are going wrong in a marital relationship, a lot of people want to walk away. They're thinking about separation. They're thinking about, let's take a break. They're thinking about divorce. Do you know that if you never encounter problems in life, you will never know the stuff that you're made of. You will never be able to shine with the strength that is in the inside of you. So when we go through trials, when we go through troubles, when we go through things, on the things that God has spoken to us, it's not a time to give up. It's a time to go back and take again the instruction that God has given us and run with it. Sometimes when you're facing difficulties in your place of work, it's not a time to resign. If God has not said resign and moving you somewhere else, anywhere in your life that God has led you to, my friend, be sure that God is the one leading you out before you go, because you may lead yourself out and be expecting that God will come to your rescue. Well, sometimes in His infinite mercy, He does come to your rescue, but the best place to stay is to remain in the place where God has led you. All the circumstances around you may not be working in your favor, may not seem palatable, may not seem nice, may not seem something to be excited about. But don't forget, God knows the end from the beginning. And He's not looking at your present circumstance. He's looking at the end. And He alone wants to take the glory. Would you, like Isaac, obey Him and patiently stay in the place where there is famine? It's so beautiful that in the place of famine, God tells him, I will bless you. In the place of emptiness, God tells him, I'm going to give you all these countries. In the place of famine, God tells him that you are going to increase. My friend, God is telling you something in that situation that is difficult. But if you allow yourself to be overwhelmed by the situation, you will not hear what he's saying. It's a time to get calm. It's a time to surrender your worries, your anxiety, throw them at his feet, and go back to the things that he has said to you before and move on with his instruction. I am so confident that when God says it in, he backs it up to ensure that it comes to pass. Till I come your way again next week with exciting devotion. Stay blessed.